Hi, I'm Miss Kim.
And I'm Miss Carrie, and for the next 2 weeks we're going to be learning all about transportation. Transportation is how we get from one place to another.
Like you would use a car on the road or a bus, and you can use an airplane in the air and boats on water and a train on railroad tracks.
So for this week we're going to be talking about transportation by rail, which is trains, and water, which is boats. And I actually have a little story about boats. It's called The Boat Book. So let's learn all about some boats. What do boats need to move? This boat needs a sail to move. And this boat does too. There's lots of different kinds of boats. This boat needs paddles to move. And this boat does too. This boat needs a motor to move. And this boat does too. So boats come in all different sizes, small boats and big boats. This boat needs oars to move. And this boat does too. This one has a lot, and this one only has 2. This boat needs steam to move. So you can see there's steam coming out of the stack at the top. And this boat does too. What does this boat need to move? That's a pretty big boat. I think it might take an engine to move that one. So that's all about boats, Miss Kim.
Miss Carrie, I didn't really know that there were so many different kinds of boats out there.
I didn't either. That was a good book to show us all the different kinds of boats.
Very good book. You know what? I have a little craft that we can do. Would you like to try making a boat?
Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's go do that, Miss
Okay,
Kim.
let's go. So today we're going to make a little boat, like this. And what we need for that is a little cup. It could be, mine is plastic, it could be a paper cup though. And we're going to need some Play-Doh and a straw and some construction paper, like that. And maybe some scissors and a stapler or some glue. And I have some stickers for decoration. You could use stickers, you can use markers. First, we're going to take our cup. This is something that maybe Mom or Dad could do for you. We're going to cut a little slit in it, and then we're going to cut around just to make it a little smaller. Cut around the whole cup, right in the middle. Then I'm going to take some Play-Doh and I'm going to roll it in a ball. And then I'm going to put that ball right in here and smush it down so that it covers the bottom of the cup. Then I'm going to take my construction paper. I have it in a rectangle. I'm going to fold it into a square. And then I'm going to start at one end and the middle, and I'm going to cut diagonally to the other end, and now I have a triangle. I'm going to take a straw and put that right in the middle of my triangle and staple it right by the straw. If you don't have a stapler at home, you can use glue. Then I'm going to need to cut my straw a little bit shorter. So I'm going to cut my straw a little bit shorter and stick it in the Play-Doh. And there's my sailboat. Now I'm going to decorate it. Miss Carrie, would you like to decorate it with some stickers?
Sure. So I have some fun pirate stickers here that I'm going to use to decorate my boat. So since it's a pirate ship, gotta have your little pirate symbol on the flag. Now I think I'll add a little bit of sparkle to it. So I'm going to add sparkly sticker to the front of my boat. And there we have our little boat.
So, Miss Carrie, I have something else that I think is fun to do with these boats.
What?
It's kind of like a science experiment, sort of. Would you like to go put them in water
Yeah, that would be fun.
and use our breath to blow air on them and race them?
That would be so much fun, Miss Cam.
All right, let's go try, Miss
Let's
Carrie.
go try it. So we've come outside with our boats. So we have our boats, and we have a little bucket of water over here, and some straws. And we're getting ready to race our boats.
Science is always experimental, so we'll see. Put it gently in the water. Okay, ready, Miss Carrie?
I'm ready.
Go. Go, 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 go.
Take my boat.
You took on water. You took on water.
Good job, Miss Kim. You won the boat race.
So maybe that's a good thing, Miss Carrie, that we found that out. Maybe we should make our boat a little bit higher. So when you're cutting, cut a little bit above the middle of the cup. That's what we just learned from doing this experiment.
Yeah. That was
Okay.
still fun.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Hey guys, come on, we're gonna go on a big pirate ship. You ready?
Yeah!
Let's go!
When I was one, I had some fun on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was two, I tied my shoe on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was three, I skinned my knee on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was four, I shut that door on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was five, I did some hand jive on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was six, I picked up a stick on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was seven, I looked up at heaven on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was eight, I learned to skate on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the sea. When I was nine, I fished with a line line on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the deep blue sea. Good job, we're almost there. Here we go. When I was 10, I clucked like a hen on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, he said, go this way, that way, forward, backward, over the deep blue sea. Here goes this way, that way, forward, backward, over the deep blue sea. Yay!
Another form of transportation is trains. I love trains.
Well, Miss Kim, I have a book about trains that I'd love to read for all of our friends. It's called Terrific Trains.
Yay!
And this book was written by Tony Mitton. Starting from the station with a whistle and a hiss. Steam trains huffing and puffing like this. Trains make a lot of noise.
They do, Carrie.
And there's a lot of different kinds of trains too. Whoosh! Diesel trains rushing as they rattle down the line, warning us they're coming with a long, low whine. Metal wheels whirl as they whiz along the track. They shimmer and they swish with a slick click-clack. Coaches are coupled in a neat long chain. An engine pulls the coaches, and that makes a train.
So every train has an engine train.
Yes.
In the beginning or the end of the train?
It's at the beginning of the train that pulls all the other cars of the train in a line.
All right.
If a train meets a river or a valley or a ridge, the coaches rumble over a big, strong bridge. If a train meets a mountain, it doesn't have to stop. It travels through a tunnel, and your ears go pop. Oh, I don't like it when that happens.
Me either, Miss Carrie.
But trains can get to a lot of different places. When too many trains try to share the same track, the signals and the switches have to hold some back. So there's a light when it's red, that means stop. So the train knows to stop because there's another train coming. When the rail meets a road, there's a crossing with a gate. The train rushes through while the traffic has to wait. So some of you friends might have seen this before when you've come to school. Some lights flash, and it makes a noise, and a little rail goes down so that your mom or your dad has to stop driving the car, and you have to wait for the train to go by first.
That's happened to me before.
Me too. Trains travel anytime, even very late. This train's delivering a big load of freight. So freight is all the different things it's taking. So this is taking, looks like some wheat, maybe some corn. So it takes it from one place to another place that needs those type of supplies. This train's for passengers. It's ready at the station. All aboard and wave goodbye. We're going on vacation. So trains can even move people too. So if you want to go from where we live here in Bakersfield to somewhere else, you can take a train. That's a way to get there.
Oh, so trains can move people and they can move vegetables and products from one place to another too?
That's right.
Wow.
So this page of the book shows all the different parts of a train, Miss Kim, and we just happen to have some train tracks close to our school. Should we go take a look?
I think we should. That would
Okay,
be fun,
let's
Miss
go.
Carrie. Let's go. So behind me, friends, you can see that there are 2 red lights and a sign that says railroad crossing. That's how we know that there's a railroad crossing across the street here. When those lights go on and they're flashing, the cars know to stop and wait for the train to pass. A big red and white pole that goes down that helps the traffic to know to stop. And if you look, the train tracks go for a long way down. Friends, Miss Carrie and I just need to make sure that you understand that you should never go near a train track, ever. It's very dangerous.
You don't play on the train tracks. You never know when a train is going to come, so it's not safe to play on train tracks. But we've come a little closer to the tracks to show you what they look like. So if you look at the tracks, the wheels of the train actually roll on top of these metal pieces here, the rails. They ride on top of them in order to move along down the track.
Well, kids, we hope you enjoyed these activities that we did with you today.
And look for our video next week because we're going to be doing more on transportation. Next week, we'll learn all about things that go on the road and in the air. Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you next week.